Welcome back to our Prehistoric Planet Park build. So, this is at least the start of what's going to be the Mosasaur Lagoon. We'll put the Elasmosaur Lagoon right next to it. This segment up here is going to be the T-Rex enclosure, and then we're going to have our river section over here for Monosaurus and Ornithomimus, kind of wrapping around this mountain side, probably. So I'm thinking we're going to put in kind of like an arc, maybe a double arc here of visitor facilities. But we need to make sure this lagoon is big enough for a Mosa, and then build around that. This is going to be our freshwater segment up here, and then our, what is the ocean? Coasts. Our coast segment down here in this section. So those are the two next areas I'd like to at least get laid out. Now, in order to do that, Henry, shush! Henry, shush! In order to do that, we got to get this lagoon section built so we can find out how big it is and compare it to the environmental needs for a single Mosasaur. I have, in fact, built it a few times here. You can notice the little wrinkles in the terrain from where the previous attempts at the lagoon were. So we can smooth those out at least a little bit. And in the hopes that it looks a little better. Well, there's some weird lag kicking in there. That was really weird.
You know why. However, I hear you are doing well.
I mean, to be fair, I did just load into the game, pause it, and not unpause it ever, so...
This can lead to greater things for you.
I like that these guys are kind of keeping to their areas. Oh, shit. Okay, well, I guess that'll be what we do for the duration of the lagoon building. Oh, is it built already? I can't check the size. That's not great. I was hoping I would be able to click on it and in some way check the size, but no, that's a PK thing, not a JWE thing, huh? Yeah, forgot that. That's gonna be a little awkward. What do we want to do about that? Okay, so if it's not the right size, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, it's 8 segments. I think that's got to be close to the size for a Mosa. Yeah, probably. And if it's not, the obvious place to expand would be to add like another wedge up here, maybe? Yeah, okay. Why don't we just put the second one in for the Elasmosaurs and just call it good? We should probably also just flatten a bunch of stuff out heading over towards where that's going to be so that it's all on like the same elevation here. That's a bit of an elevation difference. That might not... Yeah, you can't do that with a lagoon. Not that much of a difference. Okay, well then... This segment is discrete from the other segment of the park and can be flattened to its own elevation, and that's not a problem. We'll just have to... Oh, don't do that! Yeah, we'll just have to flatten out everything else in that area to that level. That'll work. What was there? Oh, a dead goat. You can't flatten when there's a dead goat, which is really funny and weird. There's other little quirks like that of where you can run the flattening brush over, but it will flatten around a weird thing. Like if there's a Jeep, you just can't flatten, but if it's a goat, you can flatten, but it doesn't actually flatten where the goat is, which is just weird. Okay, well, I'm going to pause this. I'm going to lay out the flat areas and get the second lagoon in here before the storm comes in so it builds during the storm. Okay, it's in. It's started. We can... Improved power distribution is in paused or in progress? I'm paused, but are you paused? What are your, no, you're working on it. I'm paused, so that's why I chose paused. Fine. Yeah, we want bigger power stations, but we can't do those right now. Until that's done, that's a prerequisite. We need viewing galleries, can't do that because we need the hatchery operational. So yeah, alright, fine. All this stuff's building, so it's coming now. Ranger team returning from where? Because it would be good to probably get one of you guys. Well, I mean, to be fair, this is also a very large enclosure, which makes it not likely that the dinosaurs find a breach in the fence quickly. Having said that, I have to actually, you know, pay attention to my friggin' fences on the other section. Go fix it, please, everybody. It looks like we actually kept them contained there. Color me surprised. That was a little slop, so I'm surprised we pulled that off so well. We can repair you. Are you... We should also check that the backup generator is not pulling power, because it might be. Get that repaired, and do a quick check on gates and fences over here, and everything's fine. Okay. Yeah, we're pulling power usage off of that because we're maxed out at the small. I'm willing to just run off the backup generator, I think, for a little while, because we'll do the large power research pretty quickly here. And then it won't be a concern. Okay, no dino threats means we can open the shelters. And we have our first powered little station over there. So that should unlock the prerequisites for the rest of the lagoon research there. You're done. 3.5. Ah, okay. So small generator for now then, fine. You guys can go start that. Then yeah, we still need that extra welfare if we want to run that lagoon upgrade research, which we do. Were we doing... Okay, we're working on Mosa right now, so we don't have a dig to do in the meantime. That's fine too. Power generator, small. I think we'll just stick it in over here somewhere. That seems fine. Just add it to this web of power lines we got going on right here. So we breached that. Oh, did I just break? I just demolished the frickin'... I seriously just demolished the power station. Wow, that's actually the first time that's happened where I've actually misclicked that badly. I'm honestly surprised because clicking on the power lines has always felt super sketchy. We have a large substation now. Thinking about placement of things here. Let's just do that. Like get this closer. Then you can link to there. From here, you can link to this. And then this guy we can get rid of. Wait, is all this still powered? Oh, it's run. Yeah, it's powered by the backup generator. Right. That actually makes perfect sense. What I wanted to do is squeeze in a large one here, but actually... Oh, no, it does fit. I saw the blue. I saw it. I saw it in there somewhere. Oh, man. I think we gotta be... Yeah, basically just kind of perfectly aligned there. Great. So then I'm probably not going to remove these small generators ever. We'll just, next time we need a power generator, we'll put in a large, and we'll keep these two smalls, because this is pretty nicely arranged. I'm going to pull out some of like the shops and stuff here along the front, but I think this whole back row here is pretty much set in stone. At least down this far. These shops not so much, but the rest of that feels pretty good. Okay, so we're doing Marine Viewing Gallery. Mosa's ready.
Another objective, and it's coming in hot.
Increase the number of dinosaurs in the park. Yeah, pretty good. Actually... Yeah, you need to be rested. Somebody can go dig up some Mosa. Oh, yeah, I'm willing to throw all three of them at that. That seems fine for the meantime. And that was the big research thing we were doing, so there's not really anything else here to do for that. We need... a fair few dinosaurs. These in monos, yeah, those were temporary. Well, let's... I'm going to pause here for a second. I'm going to look up the... double-check the Amano and Struthi and see if we can actually expand them now. Given that we have, I think, one extra set of skins. Yeah, so we can breed all of the Ornithomymus/Struthiomimus, and we can breed the first batch of Admonosauruses. So all of our Struths are going to be Quilly and Lithobates. Let's do max resilient on these guys. We shouldn't have any reason to do tolerant because they're only going to live with one species. Also, alphas don't really matter for these guys so much. I guess we'll just do some lifespan, whatever. Yeah. Okay. Oh, no scientist available, of course, but, you know, we'll get them started eventually. And then the Admonosauruses, there's two skin patterns I wrote down here. We can do one of them, which is Limpopo pulcherana. We'll see how much this actually looks like anything from Prehistoric Planet. Let's make sure we cancel short-lived at least here. Social chance, tolerant chance. If there's a lot of Struthies, it might be good to have the whole paddock be resilient. Let's just do like this. 50% resilient, 25% long-lived. Okay, so we'll breed some Admonos and Struthies. We'll get them out, we'll hit the 45 mark, and then we'll sell off the original set here. There's the Marine Viewing Gallery. Or Lagoon Viewing Stand, as it's called in this menu. Now, how do I want to put this in here? I guess we put one there. We put one here. Then down here, yeah, so if I want to actually catch the Mosa fully, we're gonna have some problems. I was thinking these two lagoon hatcheries go on kind of a backlot road here. This is just temporary to get them hooked up. In which case I might not want the lagoon back there. It's kind of rough. We could always run a monorail over it if we have to or something, or it can always just be not entirely in view. Why don't we do one here? Let's peel this water back. This is me just experimenting with how I want the rest of the ocean section to look, basically. But I guess we'll just do a set of 2 viewing stands on each. Just like that. And then we'll treat this as like the extent of this kind of segment here. How's that look? So if we have the border of the Rex paddock is here, we have some viewing towers to look deep into the enclosure, and then a gallery. That should probably work pretty well. And then the river paddock is over here, separate, curving up that way. Which would mean, well, that means, no, the river placement's not how I like it then. If we can still put the river in, it just doesn't connect to the ocean completely. I think that's fine. Yeah, there'll be like, we'll have our little, our buildings and stuff will get in the way of the river coming down here and connecting to the ocean, probably. Maybe we'll play around a little bit more. Like we have the water connect up over this way, and then the river hugs the side of this mountain, and we can have our viewing galleries on this side of the river, maybe. But I think it's going to be a little cramped for that. That might work. That might work. Like if we do something like this, right? So the extent of the ocean is coming in here somewhere. And then the river is snaking along this mountain directly, like this, up into this area, something like that. We'll pull it further from the mountain when we have the enclosure that goes in here. That way the fence isn't running through the river, it's on the side of the river. And then we can put viewing galleries here to look up here into the river enclosure. And then viewing galleries can go in here to look at the Rex enclosure. It's a tight fit. We could do one of these, right? So the river can curl around the mountain, come up over this way. And we can have the ocean itself can be in here like this, back into here. Right? Because we're going to have like a T-Rex island. That way he can move between the mainland and a little offshore island for, you know, Rex reasons. We'll put the feeder like on the little island, I think. That'll be fun. So we do want a fairly sizable body of water inside the Rex enclosure. So it can be like all of this basically can be ocean. And then we'd have this much space to get in 1 or 2 towers and a viewing gallery, and that'd be fine. That should work. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, this is just not exactly the layout, but this is just a rough diagram of what it's going to be like. Just for planning's sake. So, viewing galleries are queued up to be built. You're on expedition, you're on expedition, you're on expedition, you're on resting, which leaves us with 10 and 18. And it'd be good to get that lagoon creation bonus. This one done. 16 welfare, huh? How many people was that? 4. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We could get that just from a few more points, actually. We just do staff improvements. Yeah, you know what? Do staff improvements right now. I was going to breed the dinosaurs, but I think we'd rather do that. And then we've got, yeah, we'll have to power these at some point, but I want to kind of lay everything out here and make sure I'm happy with the build we're doing here for the lagoons, because it's going to be a little bit, the lagoons are always a little weird to like line everything up. So we want to kind of get that situated before we put everything else in. Usually we end up putting the lagoons in second and it doesn't look as good. I mean, I like that already. That's looking pretty decent for a start. So if we do like the same thing here, that's not too shabby. This comes through, something like that. Okay, so we get these two segments, we get that segment. Now how do we want to like link these up? That's the other question. If we just extend this across like that, and we extend this straight, they link up like that. How do I feel about that? That's not the worst thing we've ever done, I guess. It's weird, like M shape, but I can deal with that. Then there's the question of these guys back here and how we want to link them up. Like for real. Probably go off of this junction. Yeah, if we go off of like this Y junction like this, that's not too shabby. So if we delete that piece, that'll disconnect everything right there. So we don't really want to go that far, but we can do this. Why don't we just get rid of this water here that I put in, because I was just playing around with water levels. Make sure we get these connected up the way we want. Straight, thank you. So if we do that, delete you, and we do... Actually, if we do this, we can easily reconnect that, and then we can get this at a 90-degree angle, which will look good. Yeah. Yeah. Even if it's not, you know, actually straight with the wall of the lagoon, which is kind of what I was thinking here. Yeah, actually kind of wanted... Well, it's not straight down here either. You know what? It's fine. None of this is perfect. Yeah, so that curves around like that. I think that's fine. That's not terrible. Let's just actually delete that, and then we can just go ahead and do one of these. And at some point we'll put in the monorail, and that'll all be fine. For now, I guess we can grab you and assign you to these lagoons. I guess. That'll be fine there. And then did we have a task complete? Something completed, because this geneticist specialist is back. Genetics specialist is back. Okay, well you can go get something on like Admonosaurus then. You do this. That gets us Admonos. Okay. Oh, here's an interesting thought. We're gonna want like another ranger station over here probably. Can we just put it in now? Oh, we can just sneak it in right here. I actually really like that. Oh, I don't like that. The height level got messed up there. Whoops. We'll just flatten this all back out way towards the mountainside, and then reinsert that. Yeah, get some weird flattening lag near lagoons. I don't know what that's about. I feel like we've seen that before. I feel like I mentioned that in a different video because we encounter it And Monosaurus synth is done. Okay, let's get that second ranger station back in here. Response facility, that is. Trying to line these corners up exactly. That looks really good for alignment. All right, and you go right there. Right, like that. And then Ranger 1, never mind. Never mind. Okay. Then we want to start, probably put the power network in. So we could align these easily like that. If we put one in the corner here, that gets to that, and we put one in the corner here, that gets that. So they don't quite reach each other in the middle. Doesn't matter that much. We could put in another medical facility. Obstructed by a wide path, obstructed by pylon. So if we get the power cut out of there, we can put this medical facility in right here too. I kind of like putting all this stuff here in the back, separate from everything else like this. I think it's pretty good. Especially because the lagoons and aviaries can be a bit finicky in terms of time. Things tend to run away with themselves because it takes the trucks a little while to switch over to a drone and like get properly in there. Okay, I think that's pretty good. Now, power. If we want to power that guy, essentially we need a power node over here, which can cover actually both lagoons. Both lagoon hatcheries, that is. For the time being, we'll just, connect these up. Whoops, I didn't mean to put another extra pylon in there, but that works too. We'll just get this connected up and powered and go from there. We'll worry about the actual connections of the grid points later. The Pachyrhinos were done, or the Edmanos were done, I mean. Let's get the Struthies going. These are fully, yeah, we got full set of genetic stuff on there, great. Grab you. Viable eggs 4. Social resilient, nothing, nothing, nothing. Wow, 3 nothings. That's kind of crazy. 4 or 5. Sure. Do it. Do it! Struth batch done. These we should probably be able to synth with just whoever. Skittish is fine. Yeah, you can synth them. Great, okay, so there's 2 batches. That's another 10 dinos. That's enough for our growing the collection requirement to be met. Ranger Team 3. Ranger Team 4. Okay. Upgrades. You get scanners. Medical Team. You get... I think I actually prefer storm defense here. We have multiple medical facilities now, so like increasing the time or reducing the time it takes for treatment doesn't really matter. They can just go use the second facility. So we'll do that. And then we've got no power back here, no power over here. Large substation. So if we want to catch you, we put one in here. It actually gets us powered over to there. And if we want to get one in here, it just goes back here. That's fine too. Oh, this is... Oh, it's being done with elevation. Okay, so here's the thing I learned. When you put in a lagoon, the lagoon tiles remember their original elevation. And then when you attach something to it, like you could see here with this, if the thing you attach, if the terrain is lowered after the lagoon is built, and you attach something to it, it resets to the original terrain height. Because they connect to the lagoon at a fixed height. But the lagoon wall does not have a fixed height. It can be reduced and shrunk down later. There's not a good way to fix that. We did it with this lagoon off screen. I put this whole lagoon in and then I attached the hatchery and it was way up on a hill above the lagoon. So I just deleted the lagoon, rebuilt it on the lower elevation. So that one wasn't a problem. But yeah, that one up on the hill, we'll probably just build around it and not correct the elevation issues. Actually, let's put this forward towards the path as much as possible. Right about there. We'll just link you up over to here for now. That'll power both of those in this section of the park. And then, yeah, we got to look at the elevation up here. So, if we do one of these, we get this section just to be elevated in general instead. Oops, you bastard. Look at that lag. I don't know what it is about elevation changes in a lagoon, but the lag is insane. It's not even like game lag, it's like engine lag. Because it's not like a computer issue, I don't think. I think it's literally just like the UI slows down when you're doing that for whatever reason. Some weird quirk of like the processing, it feels like. Because it's not a computer side thing. Yeah. Wait. The elevation's good. What the hell? I'm very confused. Oh, it was lowered by the water. Oh, we actually... Okay, so the thing I said about it scaling to the original placement of the lagoon is true, and it saved us here, because the water was in here and lowered this section down. Then we removed this water, and then we put this down without reflattening. But it flattened the terrain for itself back to the original level of the lagoon. So yeah, everything's actually fantastic. That actually worked out really good in that case. It did screw us over on the other lagoon in the initial build, but it's not a real challenge mode, so it doesn't matter because money's fake. We paid for this park with Dogecoin. It's not even a real concern. Okay, so we link that up, and then that should all power. And then we got these guys, release via airlift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, whatever. Get in there, guys. Four minutes, we'll easily make that with these Admonosaurs. And then we'll take a quick peek at our Struthy skin combo I've selected here. Yeah, we can't release these ones by airlift until the Struths are on the ground. 90k snake fossils, 130 for opalized. That'd be good if this was a real challenge mode and money mattered, but it's not, and money doesn't matter, so who cares? Sure, you can do that. You, take a nap. More mimosa, please. Give me my mimosa. Mimosa, 1013. I might actually do these two, I think.
Asset has been delivered.
Alright, so these are the Struthys I've opted to go with. They actually have kind of a pink underbelly, which echoes a little bit the red of the wings of the Ornithomimus. Same with the head, a little bit of red on the head. Hey, that's cool. Is that the base pattern or not? Or is that the pattern, the base color of the pattern? It looks like that might be the pattern. If we can get one of them that's not. Yeah, that's the pattern. Okay, so the pattern's more than just the stripes, actually. It actually adds the pink to the head. up here in the belly. It looked like 2 maybe? No, the belly's always pink. The head is not always pink. So that's actually pretty good. We get the kind of the 3 main colors of the Prehistoric Planet Ornithomimus, just not exactly in the right spots. Because we should have the pink red on the wings. We should have the darker stripes kind of like, I think they're kind of on the tail, but mostly the tuft of feathers on the head. Also, the Ornithomimus design in Prehistoric Planet is so good. It's so good. I love it. It looks like a complete dipshit, and that's fantastic. It's just the best. But yeah, I think this is a pretty good skin combo for that. Don't look at that fence, you little shit. Other thing we can do, actually, is... Oh, we were going to do... Okay, so we're going to do the hatchery upgrades before we do the elasmo, but we can get the elasmo set up. I misread my notes last time. I looked at the wrong skin. There was a skin written near the elasmo, but that was actually for a different dinosaur, because my notes are unorganized trash. I think the skin we'd want here is actually Svalbard and Pilo. Svalbard, Pilophylax. We want large appetite. We want... Actually, resilient for a lagoon creature feels really good in general. Let's go humble. Actually, full humble. Yeah, no. For a lagoon, full humble. Lagoons are friggin' enormous. Absolutely want humble. Tolerant, social don't matter. Fitness doesn't matter, so we go a little bit resilience. So 50% resilience and full humble. We don't need full humble, because this will give us bonus dominance. Let's do 75-75. We basically want to almost guarantee that we get humble, but we just push into 100 doesn't really do that much for us. 75% resilience is probably basically as good as 100% resilience for disease spread anyway, because diseases still do spread. Yeah, so we'll do that. That is 13 genetics. Okay. But then, yeah, we get this stuff all done here. We can do... Actually, where did we send the welfare person? We sent them onto the... Oh, but you're on the dig with the 4 welfare there. We need that for the lagoon upgrade. So that's going to have to wait for a second. Okay, but that's fine.
Asset in transit.
Whenever you're ready, Struthies. And I guess we should keep an eye on the chicken population here a little bit.
Asset being transported.
Ground leaf, maybe a little bit of forest.
Asset transported.
We might as well have them, you know, happy for the moment. Okay, release via airlift 4 additional Admonosaurs. 1. Oh, nice that the contract completes immediately. You don't have to actually deliver them fully. That's cool. I like that.
Select the asset.
Okay, so
I loved dinosaurs when I was a kid.
actually I want to check the Admonos, so we're going to let these 4 get delivered before we sell the other ones, even though we could sell them right now.
I work with the dinosaurs.
Sheesh, Owen. Fake Owen, be quiet.
My awesome, but awesome in your own special way.
Oh. Well, that's ass. I wanted to check my Admonos. Now, if they get cranky... Okay, we can look at this one before the storm kicks in. Okay, yeah, so we get a gray-bodied Admono with some stripes and a red head. I believe for the actual Edmonto, it was a red stripes, or kind of a red along the body more so than it was on the head. Let's see if we can pull one up here on my other computer real quick for reference to describe what it looks like. If I was smart, I'd just put it on screen in the recording, but we're not doing that. Yeah, there's like green and... Oh yeah, it was the Admonosaurus with the calves. The mother is green with like red stripes along the side of the body, but green along the top. And then the calves are like a dark red, like a very dark red brown along the top, with kind of red, brighter red along the sides, whereas the mother's kind of a rustier red. So this looks kind of like, this is basically a crude take on the juvenile and Monosaurus color scheme, from the section where the forest is burning, basically. Choose a contract, construct a thing, send a thing, increase appeal for many monies. Do that. That's a new month, which also means that at some point these scientists probably ticked over. Another genetics specialist? I think we're fine. I don't think I want to hire him. Okay. Fossils are in 2. Mini mosas. We'll synth those, or extract those in a second. I want to do... Yeah, we need that lagoon research right now. So, we'll do that while the storm runs. We're not going to rest you until we get everybody sent away on the research. That is here, and... Yeah, advanced equipment right here. So we need 16 welfare. So we get 12. Two. Oh, we'll just put you to a 6. That seems pretty good. That's just those 2 are needed then. 16. Begin that. And that's everything for that. We need fish feeder, but we don't have piscivores in yet, so that's fine. Infrastructure unlocked what? Oh, staff upgrades again. Right. And we've never hit 3.5. Power is still locked out. Okay, so let's get these fossils processing with you. We'll keep the geneticists from getting exhausted here. That way they're able to synth the elasmos after the storm and the research is done. And then we can go out and dig more. Do we need more MOSA? Yeah, very much so. Dig more MOSA. Where's the other? There's a European dig site or something, isn't there? Yeah, we need 13 logistics. 9 and 2. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, but this genetics specialist will be exhausted. 4 minutes, 2 minutes, 2 minutes. No, we'll wait. We won't dig up MOSA right now. Okay, structure damage. What is damaged already? Lagoon stuff? Lagoon stuff. Doesn't matter.
Objective is a good one. Definitely take a look.
Okay, there goes a tour, and something else is broken. Oh, more stuff down here.
You'd think dinosaurs would be enough, but we have competition. Look, it's a raptor eat raptor
Okay, that's repairing.
world now. So
Why don't we just send a dude here over to this tour? By the time they get there, the storm should be done.
we need to do everything we can to get our park rating on an upward trajectory. That's a measure of our success in paleo entertainment.
That was an old notification. Okay. Another building damage. Let's make sure it's not a gate. I don't see it. Old notification, maybe? Huh. Okay. Another thing damaged, maybe? No, that's still broken. That's still broken. Okay. Nothing else damaged. That's fine. We'll just watch on this view. It's a bit quieter. Easier to talk over. I want to get the elasmos out today. Oh, the Monosauruses. Yes, we need to check them for happiness. They're pretty chill. Okay. Did this re-break? No, it's repairing. I was gonna say, you son of a bitch. Alright, that's all fine there. Visiting Ranger Post 4. You can go fix this. You can fix that real quick. And that's all. Oh, that's... The test slots are full. Yeah, sure. I'm fine with fixing some of this stuff extra. Okay, shelter open. Oh, we're still moving Edmonos into here? This late? This must be the last one. This has to be the last one.
Delivery complete.
It's so slow to tick up. I'm so used to that just like rocketing up when you're on triple speed, but when you click on the dinosaur, it always puts you on first speed, so... Okay. No power because of a repair job. Yeah, okay, sure. None of that matters. This is the... Okay, so 1 minute for lagoon upgrades. Everything else is done. So let's go do a MOSA dig. Not geneticists. But that's fine. We can send the pair of them out. Okay. And then I guess we can start to work on setting up this section of the park a little bit more while we wait for the upgrades to get finished on research. So let's just slap some of these down on each end. And let's pause here because it's done. Let's not waste time. And then we can slap a restroom next to it. We'll always want these. We can put shops in. We did large now, right? I think we have large amenities. Yeah. Which don't fit there. So probably end up putting the large amenities down here. Like right in here, I think. Why don't... Oh, we should get our monorail in. Yeah, let's get the monorail in. I'm going to put it right here in the junction point. So let's just go ahead and delete this. Build that monorail. Which means until the monorail's done, we can't build the... or hatch the dinos. We should have gotten the monorail building during the storm or whatever, but it's fine. Yeah, and this is all on a slightly weird axis because it's all aligned to the lagoons. But it looks a lot better for it, I think, aligning it to the lagoons like that, than the way it usually ends up looking. This is slightly crooked, I think. It's gotta be perfect! Oh, that's worse. I wish there was like 2 rotation controls, like a fine rotation and then a more coarse rotation. Console restrictions always a little unfortunate. We're playing on PC, of course, but the game has design decisions in it made for console, and that's just the simple truth of the meta. Yeah, let's put that right there. Thinking about where this monorail is going to go. This is probably temporary, this current layout. Obstructed by monorail station. Yeah, no, you're supposed to link to the monorail station, my dude. Right like that. Okay, and then the power. So. There's you. That is obstructed by the medical facility. Alright, let's delete this. Give me this. Let's stretch you down to here. Kind of center it about like that. Then you can get stretched down to here. I guess we'll center it about like that. This deletes. This goes to here. Actually, about to, I say, maybe right there is about straight with the edge of the lagoon, more or less. Yeah, that seems pretty good. Oh, actually, I've never put so much work into power lines in my whole damn life. Let's do it like that. Something like that. That's probably fine. Yeah, that looks pretty decent. Lots of straight lines and stuff in there. And then we're just going to link this up over here for now. Just back to the grid sloppily. Worry about the finer arrangement of it later. Let's make sure both of these lagoons are upgraded so we don't forget. Advanced equipment. Boom. Advanced equipment. Boom. And then this path will connect up and we'll be rocking elasmos any second here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. No. We have to wait for this. How dare you? Fossils. Rhodium and shark. Sharks are worth more than rhodium. Maybe that actually makes sense. Maybe rhodium is not a very useful metal. I don't actually know. This is fine, because we can still... She has 1 pip of leeway there before she kind of needs to be rested. Also, we'll be resting this guy right now, which should be fine. More Mosa is still needed, though. So we can go ahead and send the logistics crew back out into the field. Build! Build! Connect! Oh. We never, we're missing 1 key piece here. Okay, there we go. Elasmosaurus. Synthesize me some elasmos. Batch size 1 to 3. Kind of rough, actually. Oh, damn. Plan is going to be this. 1 of these. Confirm. We do 1 of the staff center, which I think we'll stick down here somewhere if we have a good spot for it that it can fit. Not there. Can fit here. What about in here? No, not with that path. In here? Ooh. I think we'll put it back here, though. That's... Oh, we can also, like, add it to this, like, a little weird office complex. Nope, it actually won't fit. Wait, where did this... Oh, it has to fit at an angle like this to fit at all. Okay. Weird little angle. Let's do 1 of these, and then 1 of these, and then 1 of this, hopefully. Yeah, that's... I think that looks a little cleaner, at least. It's not the worst. We could smooth this hillside out here a little bit. Still gonna have a bit of a corner there, maybe, but it's fine. Specialist facility. So that gets us 13 for that single geneticist, which I like. Yeah, humble, resilient, good. 13. Begin synthing Elasmosaurus. Now, the other geneticist, chillin'. Oh, we never did this. These monos are happy, right? Yes. So we could put out another set of 4 monos safely in the future. So bland, bland, bland. Is that the right one? 3? Can't tell which one they've clicked on. No, it's 3. And 4. And then we got 3 bland struths to find. There's 1. There's 2. $12, I think, is 3. Because we have, yeah, plenty of other ones. Okay, so 3, 2, 1. There goes our electronic dance music's. 4, and then just let's be absolutely certain here, but 12, 13, 14. 15's the first good one. Shit, which one was that? That was 12, 14,
En route to collect the asset.
and 13. In here somewhere. Hello, 13. Did I sell 13 already? Oh, no. Wait. Oh, I did. I didn't sell 12. Okay.
That collection
And 12 was being a little ninja, but we're
has
fine.
been collected.
So 20, 18, 17. Yeah, these are right.
Assets in the air.
Are you guys just like nowhere near a ranger station? Is that why we never have status? Yeah, they only barely clip the ranger station. Why don't you grab that for me, dude? It's a disease outbreak waiting to happen. Alright. 2 eggs out of 3. Humble, resilient, humble, resilient. Nice set of dice rolls there. Okay. There you go, friend. You get rested. 8 into 11. Can synthesize a second batch. I probably shouldn't have put that point in there yet. Well, it's fine. We can just have him do fossils too. Rhodium, shark, and Mosa. Most of that we can't fit in, but we are done with the Mosa after those batches. Okay, you do that. And then, yeah. Next time we get the Mosa and we work on cleaning up the shops and stuff in this section of the park, or probably back in the original section, probably get the shops in order. Because at this point, we're kind of walled on what we're trying to do. And our shops can be performed better. We do need another hotel. Is that a large? Didn't look like a large. No, that was a large. Where do we want this? We could put it there and cover that corner. If we put it over here, it's not going to do shit. I guess it should go here. I mean, this isn't even like a really square building. Like, I shouldn't be so finicky about trying to get it in here straight with the path. But I am. Alright, large hotel right there. Which will also help with the shops we're going to put in here. Although, actually, if that's where the shops are going to go, I might have botched the placement a little bit. We might want to move it around the bend. Why don't we let it build and then move it? We might as well not waste the money. And then, yeah, let's flatten this whole thing out here more. Peel all that terrain back. Good stuff. Smooth all this out. So it doesn't look so gross in terms of elevation lines. There we go. 3 minutes on the Elasmo. Everything else is done, including the fossils. Okay. Yeah, so why did I give this guy a point of genetics for making fossils if clearly the other person was going to be back pretty soon? Oh well, it doesn't matter. So no prerequisites there for the Rex still. Let's do Mamenchi. And we can. This guy can be tired because the 13 is fully rested anyway. It doesn't matter. 3 minutes. Yeah, so we'll be a minute past the Elasmo, so we'll lose like a minute of time on something more Elasmos, but it doesn't matter. At least we're doing some useful research. And then the trike is, yeah, all the prerequisites are done there. We're just waiting on defensive trait. And defensive trait was locked behind vulnerable at some point, but we're not worried. Trike can be the last dinosaur in the park if it has to be. Though we don't care about that. We got all the fences. We'll need the fish feeder. So we probably want to keep some researchers back for that. Power generator is still locked. That's all done. Ah, paths. Yes, we want paths. We'll send you out on that task. Great. Okay, cool. So there's all that. And then we'll just wait for the Elasmos to hatch. Okay, Elasmos are almost done. Unfortunately, the game has forced my hand on the paths. We've nicely upgraded the main strip here with thick paths, which has done a really nice thing. We've got like now just the whole lobby here in front of the entry point, which looks way better than the two separate paths coming off of it, which I always never liked. Especially with this arc we put in. That's a nice entry area, stylistically. Even this little arc here with the hotels looks way better. It looks much more like a kind of an interesting little boulevard situation or something, I guess. I don't know what you'd call it. I deleted the little side path here, finally. That's been there forever, because it probably long since didn't need to be there. The problem is, we can't put in thick paths over here. Why can't we put in thick paths? Well, let me show you. Replace on, main thoroughfare, boom. We're hitting the map edge on this one section. So if I want this path to stay in here straight the way it is, we have a problem. I don't know if we've ever encountered this bug before. I guess it's not technically a bug, but it's really weird to me that, like, you can't put paths so close to buildings, small paths closer to buildings than they would be with the wider path. Let me rephrase that. The closest you get a building to the path, to any path, regardless of the size of the path, is the size of the large path. So when you put in the largest paths, those are the ones that actually like get really close to the sides of the buildings. And in the case of like these shops, actually merge with the sides of the buildings, as you can see here. This is only the widest path actually connects up on the side of these shops. So the hitboxes are very picky for that, so you can always upgrade the paths around your buildings without having to replace your buildings. But that's not true for the map edge. Why? Why that inconsistency? You would think they'd actually restrict your paths to be a little further away from the edge because of this. I mean, this is more frustrating than having to move a few buildings around, maybe. Well, let's say equally frustrating as having to move a few buildings around. So it's really weird to me that they didn't account for that problem. Oh, and we're going to move you. Let's get you moved so you're rebuilding while those Elasmos are coming out. We'll just put it right here at the edge of this corner. I think that's a good spot. It's an interesting little vibe with like the hotel kind of poking off the edge there. Okay, Elasmo 1 and 2 release. We'll have to check out their territory size and see if we can add more. They're humble or whatever, so hopefully we can get some more. What's with all the smudges in the water? Looks like a bunch of plants.
Primordial soup.
Yes, that's nice. Yeah, you haven't figured out your territory yet properly. We can't really get a good look at these dudes' skin. Oh, no, we can. Yeah. Yeah, when they're near the surface, you can get a good look at the colorization. So I don't remember what the elasmo looked like in Prehistoric Planet, but it didn't look much like this. It's definitely not in terms of design and not in terms of coloration either. But this is what I felt best mimicked the design, comparing a screenshot from Prehistoric Planet to like the species viewer. I'm not even going to double check that right now because I know it's very subjective and not remotely close. Let's make sure we get the fish research going here. How do fish? Wait, that takes welfare? That's disgusting. You're disgusting. We just put this pair on it and just like way overshoot it on requirements and just blitz it out. 55% duration. Seems fine. You get rusted, and then we'll rust the other one after he comes back and is disgruntled.
Some creatures made their way to shore and started the chain reaction of land animals. Others stayed in the oceans, like the Elasmosaurus, and set the pattern for the marine life that would follow. This beautiful animal has a long neck and a flat tail.
That's not correct,
In the
right?
setting, it should really attract the crowd.
What she just said? I would assume elasmosaurs are like most seagoing reptiles and mammals, where they evolved from land-going creatures. It's not an amphibian that stayed in the water and turned into a reptile, because there's no reason for an amphibian that stays in the water to turn into a reptile. All the adaptions that differentiate a reptile from an amphibian are land adaptions. More durable eggs that can be laid on dry land instead of in the water. Not, a more durable hide and stuff. That's why ocean-going reptiles, they're secondarily readapting to water-going. I'm pretty sure what the dialogue there is factually inaccurate. It could be correct, technically. I don't know that it's inaccurate, but it doesn't fit with what I know about the evolution of marine reptiles and mammals.
Turns out I was right.
Isaac, shut up.
Well done.
Is the research done yet? No, 30 seconds. Open space. I want to pause like right when it hits 100% here. Okay, you know what? 99, good enough. These guys are currently using up basically 3 spots between the 2 of them. I think we could put out 2 more and it'd be fine. I think we could probably swing 4 elasmos in here. Oh, we didn't get any large appetite. We need a large appetite elasmo. Yeah, synth me more elasmos. Do it. We need one large appetite, no matter what. It just has to happen. Alright, I think Piscivore feeder here is probably pretty good. Oh yeah, the hotel right there too will actually... wait, what thing was that? Shelter. Okay. The hotel right there actually will do really well to cover the feeder view as well. There'll always be... I'm going to actually stick this down by the medical facility more, like this. I think that's a good idea. Make sure the feeder's always in view, because that's where the fish will come out and stuff, so we want to make sure that's something that's typically seen. $95.90. What's your problem? Oh, a storm just kicked in and I didn't even notice. That's what the problem was. Looks like we're doing a storm. Are we doing a storm? We could start the next episode with the storm. Okay, so they're at 100 because it's minus 10% for a storm. Resting, you're doing synthesis. Synthesis is still 1.5 minutes out. Yeah, let's assign some tasks for our remaining scientists here, and then let's just end the episode before the storm comes in, because it's been long enough. We're over an hour again. These are long episodes for this series. But it's kind of down to me wanting to do, like... I want to, like, complete certain tasks and segments within an episode. So I'm kind of approaching this one a little bit more with, like, here's what we're doing, however long it takes. It's fine. We ticked over on 3 stars again. I don't think that actually meets any research requirements, though. Everything we want to do we had from before. Scientists turning up to 5. Maybe. This is still locked behind 3.5. Oh, what's the last guest comfort thing? Luxury main thoroughfare. I don't know if the luxury paths do anything. Never established that. You're all done. You're done with everything we care to do. Yeah, that's it. We're like done. We might as well do staff improvements while we have time. Because we have nothing else to do with these guys. Because they're not going to help synth the Mosasaur next episode or make more Elasmosaurs. I'd like to make more Elasmos before we do the Mosa. Make sure we get Large Appetite done. Because I don't want that to slip away from us. I don't want us to forget about that and move on to some other things. So what genomes are we missing? We've got 2 in the lagoon. And we're rocking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 complete genomes here. So that's 9. So we're missing Anki, Trike, Dreadnoughtus, Tyrannosaurus. We're missing one more after that. What is it? It is... What am I forgetting? Oh, Velociraptor. Could we not do Raptor yet? Oh, no, we have Velociraptor. It's an automatic unlock. Okay, so we need to dig up Velociraptor. And then Anki. We didn't look at the prereqs for Anki. Park to 3.5, locked behind this. Okay, so Anki's just 3.5 stars. So probably another automatic star-based unlock. So we have one dude left. We might be able to start a Velociraptor dig then. Desung, Velo, and that's Gallipara, and that's Velo. Yeah, perfect. All right, great. So we'll leave this one off here with that. We'll do the storm next time.